Okay, guys, so welcome to the lesson. What we're going to learn today is a little bit about the Roman Empire. Okay, so we're going to start with a mini lesson. Okay, this is a day in the life of a Roman gladiator. So we'll watch this video, which will just take us through a day in the life of a Roman gladiator. So just pay attention.
A day in the life of a typical Roman gladiator was intense, disciplined, and structured, blending rigorous training with moments of rest and reflection. The day often began at dawn. Gladiators woke in their quarters within or near the training school, known as the ludus. They started with personal hygiene, washing and dressing in their training gear or minimal clothing suited for combat. A quick, hearty breakfast was consumed, often bread, porridge, or fruit, to fuel the demanding day ahead. The core of the day was dedicated to rigorous training. This included weapons practice, swordsmanship, spear throwing, and grappling, under the supervision of trainers or lanistae. They practiced techniques, sparred with each other, and worked on improving their skills and endurance. Physical conditioning, strength training, and cardio was integral to prepare them for the brutal fights in the arena. After several hours of intense training, gladiators took a break. They might consume a meal prepared by the ludus staff, often consisting of high-protein foods like beans, lentils, bread, and sometimes meat or fish when available. Rest was crucial to recover physically and mentally. Some days included specialized training, learning to use specific weapons or tactics for upcoming matches. Gladiators also maintained their equipment, sharpening swords, repairing armor, or cleaning their gear. They might have received lessons or guidance from their trainers. In their limited free time, gladiators could socialize with peers, share stories, or rest. They often reflected on their progress, mental preparation, and strategies for upcoming fights. Some may have had access to a healer or medic for injuries sustained during training. Gladiators slept in their quarters, resting up for the next day. Their sleep was vital, as their bodies and minds needed to recover from the physically demanding routine. When a gladiator was scheduled to fight in an arena, their day would shift to focusing on mental preparation, reviewing tactics, and maintaining their combat readiness. The atmosphere on fight days was tense and charged with anticipation, with some gladiators praying or seeking mental focus before entering the arena. This routine highlights the combination of discipline, physical exertion, and limited leisure that characterized the life of a Roman gladiator, a life dedicated to combat, survival, and the pursuit of fame or freedom.
Okay, guys, so that was just a little mini game. We're going to learn some of the vocabulary words from the short video there. So let's start with guess what, because that's a good game to learn vocabulary. So just bear with me one moment and I'll get that ready. Okay. So with this game, with each round, you'll be shown a clue, and you can pick the word that best matches the clue. If the answer is not clear, click on an icon to reveal another clue. And at the end of each round, bonuses are earned based on how few clues and items you've used, how many answers you gave which were correct, and how quickly you completed the round. You'll earn money based on the score at the end of each round. And with money, you can get power-ups at the shop, and you can use these to help you when answering a question. So what we'll do is we'll buy a reveal, which reveals all clues, and an erase, which removes two of the options. So guys, I want you to just write in the chat box or say out loud what you think the correct answer is. So we have a noun, and a similar word is groove, but that doesn't really help us very much. So let's have a clue. Let's have all of the clues. So we've got an image here of someone doing some press-ups, some push-ups. A related word is number, and the definition is standard or customary procedure or course of action. An example, his habits interfered with the daily of the business.
Routine.
What do you think it is?
Routine.
Routine is right. Well done. Routine. Great. Next, we have a noun, and a similar word is provision, which again isn't enormously helpful. So let's have a clue, shall we? A related word is precaution. And another clue gives us the definition, and the definition is the act or process of preparing.
Preparation.
Preparation. Yeah, very good. So when we say this word, we say it preparation rather than preparation. Preparation. Fantastic. All right, good job, guys. Let's try the next one. So now we have an adjective, and a similar word is hard. Hard meaning difficult. Any idea what the word could be?
Endurance.
It could be endurance, because endurance is related to the word hard. But I think we should have a few more clues first. Okay, so we've got the definition here, showing strictness or sternness. Let's have another clue. We've got somebody exercising here.
Endurance.
It could be, like I say, but let's look at this. So right here we have an antonym. This is the opposite word. And the opposite of this is lax. So if something is not lax, as in lax meaning easy, relaxed, gentle, then the opposite word is rigorous.
Rigorous.
Yes, rigorous. So it's related. It's quite similar. You might see rigorous used in the same sentence as the word endurance quite often, but it's talking about something being strict or something being very difficult to do, something very intense. The soldiers were kept to a rigorous military regimen. Okay, next up we have a noun. The definition is anything designed or provided for a particular use. So we're talking about something that is made to be used specifically for one purpose.
Anticipation.
No. Anticipation is not what we're talking about. Anticipation is when we're thinking about something that will happen in the future. So it's a very different thing. Go on.
Equipment. Equipment.
Equipment, yeah. Equipment is anything that we need for a specific purpose. So we can see here we have a football, which is used for playing football, an American football or a rugby ball, again. Then we have a catcher's mitt, which is used for playing baseball or catch. Other equipment might be, in this case, in the context of gladiators and the Roman Empire, you might have swords or spears, shields, armor, that sort of thing. Other words could be supplies or implements. And the example here is you need to have special equipment for mountain climbing. Good job, guys, doing well. Okay, next we have an intransitive verb. She needed time to something before making such an important decision. So this is talking about thinking.
Tactics.
No, not tactics.
Reflect.
Reflect is the right one. So when we reflect on something, we have a good long think about whatever it is that we need to reflect on. So when we reflect, we kind of look back, we have a good old think. We might call it mulling something over in our brains or considering something. Now, the example here is she needed time to reflect before making such an important decision. So she needed time to think about all of the good things and all of the bad things and what could go wrong, what could go right, what opportunities there are, and what losses there might be. All right, next two. Let's get some reveals and some erases, maybe a guard as well. So next we have a noun, and a similar word is prediction. So prediction is when we try to guess what's going to happen in the future.
Anticipation.
That's right, yeah. Anticipation is quite similar because anticipation is thinking about the future. The act or process of anticipating, considering what might happen. Another related word might be calculation if you're trying to figure out what might happen based on the information you have. We call that calculation. All right. Next, we have a noun, and the example is the restaurant's something derives as much from its fabulous view as from its cuisine or its food. So fame, well done. So it's talking about the fame of a restaurant, why it's so famous, why it's so well known, why it's so prestigious, and why it has such a big reputation. And they're saying that the fame comes from the fabulous view. So it's probably somewhere very nice looking, but also its cuisine, its food. So a similar word is prestige or distinction. Opposite word would be oblivion, meaning sort of a place of nothingness. A synonym could be reputation, and the definition is the reputation by which one is known. Next, we'll have a transitive verb, and a similar word is warm up. So warm up. Now, none of these really work too well with that. So let's have some clues. A related word could be prime. If you're in your prime, you are in the best situation you can be in, usually physically. We talk about athletes being in their prime, in the best bodily, physical situation that they can be in. Let's have another clue. Definition: to make fit, healthy, or ready for use. So, sorry?
It's hygiene.
It's not hygiene. Hygiene is related to things being clean, which I can see, obviously, you've looked at healthy and fit there, but this is more about, this is a verb which is talking about getting something into the right form so that it's as good as it can be.
Condition.
Condition, yeah. Now, condition isn't usually a verb.
And teacher, I think condition is a noun.
It can be, yeah, because you can talk about your condition.
Equipment.
No, it's condition. It's not equipment. But yes, it can be a noun. And I'm going to explain why, in this case, we're using it as a verb. So condition can be a noun. So you could say, I have a skin condition, or you could ask about somebody's condition, what is the condition of the car? It is broken. So yes, you can use it in that way. But in this case, it is actually a verb. To condition something is to get something ready, to get it fit, healthy, or ready. Okay. So quite often when you're preparing for a sporting event, you need to condition yourself to make sure that you're ready. So you might need to do strength conditioning or endurance conditioning. It's basically making sure that you are ready and in the right condition to deal with whatever challenges you face. So you can see here, we would use the continuous version of this verb. He's conditioning himself for the upcoming race. How do you condition yourself for a race? Well, you have to practice running. You have to practice endurance. You have to practice aerobics, cardio. Okay, next we have another noun, and a similar word is regulation. So a regulation is like a law. So let's have a few clues, shall we? So the example here is getting up before dawn to run several miles each morning requires what?
Discipline.
Yes, but we need to pronounce it this way. Discipline. So it's a soft I each time. Discipline. Okay?
Discipline.
That's right. Well done. Discipline. Very good. And discipline is control or determination brought about by training and self-control. So, you know, I don't know if you're familiar with the term disciple, but a disciple is a follower. Someone who follows something or someone is a disciple. So discipline is learning to follow, learning to get things done. So to control and regulate yourself. Okay, now we have a transitive verb and an intransitive verb. And a related word is intensify. So to intensify something is to make it stronger, more effective, more intense. What word could that be, do you think?
Sharpen.
Sharpen is right, yeah. Because when we sharpen a knife, we make that knife more intense. We make it more effective. We make it better at cutting. So the definition here is to make or become sharp or sharper. And another word is wet. Wet. To wet something is to sharpen a blade. So when you sharpen a sword, you use what's called a whetstone. Now that's not wet like W-E-T, as in, you know, wet from water. It's wet with an H, meaning to sharpen something. And the opposite word is dull. When a knife is dull, or when a sword is dull, it doesn't cut very well. Okay. Fantastic job, guys. Let's buy some more powers with the money we've earned. Next, we have a noun. And the definition, the science concerned with promoting health and preventing illness. So what can we do to not get sick? What do we need to do? We need to wash our hands.
Hygiene.
Sorry?
Hygiene.
Hygiene. Can you say that? Hygiene.
Hygiene.
Very good. So hygiene is anything related to keeping ourselves healthy and preventing illness. So why do we wash our hands regularly? It's to stop the spread of germs. When we sneeze, we cover our mouths to stop the spread of germs. If we're sick, we can wear a mask to stop the spread of germs. This is all related to hygiene. Okay. It's also things like cooking things properly and ensuring that things are done safely from a point of view of health. Next, we have a plural noun, and a synonym is campaign. So that's quite hard, isn't it? Campaign. What do we mean by a campaign?
Tactics.
Sorry?
Tactics.
Tactics. It could be tactics, because tactics is related to military campaigns. But let's have a look. Let's take away a couple of them. Ooh, so it's either discipline or tactics, and those are both sort of military words. So it could be that that it's one of these. Another related word, campaign. Okay, we have a definition now. The science of maneuvering military forces against an enemy. So, tactics is the right word. So, tactics are something they're methods of basically getting something done, usually in a military context. So, tactics are part of a strategy. They're plans you can make, short-term plans, short-term, almost like tricks to try to beat an enemy or outmaneuver an enemy. Tactics. Okay. Next, we have an adjective. And the definition is having an extreme degree of something, such as heat, or existing in an extreme degree or state. So when something is very extreme, how do we describe it?
Endurance.
Not endurance. Let's try having some clues. So the opposite word is slight. So if we talk about something being slight, it's not very strong, not very big, not very extreme. A similar word is wild. A laser gives out an light, so a very, very powerful light. What is this word?
Intense.
It's intense. Well done. Intense meaning very strong, very extreme, very powerful. Okay, so intense heat is very, very hot. Intense light is very, very bright light, like a laser. Next, we have a noun, and a related word is mash. So mash is, well, it's a word that means to sort of push something down until it's sort of all mixed together. But quite often you might hear people say mash, referring to mashed potatoes. So this is sort of related to that because this is a similar type of food where it's kind of all mixed together.
Porridge.
It's porridge, yeah, very good. So this is boiled cereal grains or meal, such as oatmeal, usually eaten with milk or maybe water, maybe some honey, maybe some chopped up fruit. Other times porridge can be made with grains of rice or other things. But yeah, it's a very carbohydrate heavy meal. Next, we have a noun, and a similar word is stamina. So stamina is for how long you can keep going, how long you can keep running, how long you can keep fighting, how long you can keep lifting weights.
Endurance.
Endurance is the word, yeah. So endurance and stamina are very similar words. Here's an example. Their mother's endurance of the hardships in her life was something her adult children could only wonder at. So they're saying that the mother was able to endure some of the hardest things in life. And the definition is the act, condition, or capacity of functioning under prolonged stress. Very good. All right, doing really, really well there. Now let's try a slightly different game where we're going to fill in some examples here. Okay. So first of all, we have anticipation. So you can just say or write down the answer, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You don't have to say the full thing, full definition. Anticipation, what is it?
4.
It's number 4, yeah. Thinking about the future. So
One.
another definition of anticipation, yep, is expectation or hope. So we think about the future. Very good. How about another anticipation definition?
One.
Yes, well done. Next, we have condition. So condition is, and we're talking about the verb this time, not the noun, a condition, but to condition.
is to.
Yep. No, actually, sorry, it's not number two.
Number three.
Number three is right. Yep. To make something fit, healthy, or ready for use. Very good. Discipline. What is discipline?
Two.
No, it's not related to cleanliness necessarily. It's number one. It's more like training of the body or mind to bring about desired results. So, getting up at 6 a.m. every day takes discipline. Exercising every day takes discipline. Learning English every day takes discipline. Another definition of discipline.
Two.
Number two, yep. Control or determination brought about by training, self-control. Another definition of discipline.
Number two.
Number two, because you can discipline somebody else. And when we discipline someone else, we are training or causing them to act in accordance with rules or guiding principles. So you can discipline a dog, for instance, to do something a certain way, to maybe not to go to the bathroom in the house, for example. What about another definition of discipline?
Number two.
Number two, to exercise control over oneself. Endurance.
Four.
Number four, the act, condition, or capacity of functioning under prolonged stress. Equipment.
Four.
Anything designed or provided for a particular use. Well done. Fame.
Number one.
Widespread recognition, public esteem, or renown. Very good. Fame again.
Two.
It's two, the reputation by which one is known. Hygiene.
Number two.
Number two, the science concerned with promoting health and preventing illness. Very good. Hygiene again.
Number one.
Four.
It's number four, yeah. Practices and conditions such as cleanliness that tend to promote health and prevent illness. Intense.
One.
Number one, having an extreme degree of something such as heat. Intense again.
One.
Number one again, strong. Intense again.
Two.
Strong or profound in effect. Very good. Porridge.
Two.
Number two, boiled cereal, grains, or meal. Preparation.
Two.
One.
Number two. It's actually number two, the act or process of preparing. Preparation again.
Number two.
Number three, state of readiness. Number one. No, we wouldn't use it with a plural verb. So we know we don't say preparations very often, not for the verb form, only for the noun form. Like preparations were made, but that would be noun form. So it's a state of readiness is preparation, in a state of preparation. Reflect. To reflect.
Number 3.
Number 3, and we would normally say to reflect on. Very good. Rigorous.
Number 3.
Number 3, showing strictness or sternness. Rigorous again. Any idea?
Number 3.
Actually, no, it would be number 1. So thoroughly accurate or precise. So sometimes when we describe something as being rigorous, we're talking about going to a lot of effort to make sure it's accurate and right. So you could say they, if you wanted to use the adverb rigorously, you could say they rigorously checked all of their sources for their thesis. Routine. Routine. What is a number 4? Yep. Standard or customary procedure. Routine again.
Number 3.
Number 3, it can be sometimes if something is routine, we can do it without really thinking about it. And again, routine one more time.
Number 4.
That could be a routine, training of the body or mind, but that's actually related to discipline. This one would be in accordance with customary or standard procedure. So this is a routine check. Another definition of routine.
Number 2.
Number 2, in the nature of routine, unvarying or ordinary or requiring little thought. Sharpen.
Number 2.
Number 2, to make or become sharp or sharper. Tactics.
Number 4.
Yep. The science of maneuvering military forces against an enemy. And tactics one more time.
Number 4.
Number 4, skillful maneuvers for any kind of advantage. Fantastic work, you guys. Really good there. Okay. Going to do just one more now, where we use them just to check that we've got them down to the point where we understand how they're used. So we've got a sentence here, workers who dislike something. What could that be? There's 2 words that could fit in.
Routine.
It could be routine. It could also be discipline. The soldiers were kept to a military regimen. There's 2 words that could fit there. No, there's 1 word, sorry.
Rigorous.
Rigorous. Yep, very good. You could say intense if it was an intense, but it's not. So it's a rigorous military regimen. The army uses various methods of something to prepare soldiers for fighting.
Discipline.
Discipline, yep. It could also, yeah, it's almost certainly discipline. It could be, well, it couldn't really be routine. No, not really. A laser gives out an light. Intense light, very good. Some actors enjoy something if they achieve it.
Fame.
Fame, very good. The equipment must meet specifications. Remember, this word could mean exact, accurate, precise. Sorry?
Reflected.
Not reflected.
Rigorous.
Rigorous. Very good. He on the problem for quite some time. Now, this means to think about the problem. What could it be?
Reflected.
Reflected on the problem for quite some time. Great. She's trying to herself to avoid snack foods.
Discipline.
Discipline herself. So we're using it as a verb there. Something precautions against fire.
Equipment.
Not equipment. Precautions are things that we do or we have in place to prevent something from happening. So in this case, fire. It's a description of those things. So it's a description of a noun. So we need an adjective.
Rigorous.
It could be rigorous. It could also be routine.
Rigorous.
I think we'll go with rigorous. It could be either, to be honest. It could be routine precautions against fire, as in doing fire drills regularly. That would be a routine precaution. Or it could be rigorous precautions against fire, meaning that you've gone to great efforts to put precautions in place to prevent a fire from happening. He keeps his golf clubs and other sports something in this closet.
Tin.
Equipment. Yep, equipment. Great job, guys. Doing really well. Getting up before dawn to run several miles each morning requires what?
Routine.
One more time.
Endurance.
It does require endurance. That could work, but I don't think this is the right word right now. I think it's discipline.
Routine.
Discipline. We need discipline to get up. And actually running those miles requires endurance as well. Good coaching and practice helped to something the team.
Tense.
Not intense.
Discipline.
Discipline the team. So you see here, discipline here is used as a noun. It requires discipline. And here it's used as a verb. Helped to discipline the team. The fallen soldiers suffered something pain.
Intense.
Intense pain. Very good. I'm something my boots, so there'll be more water resistance. Resistant.
Conditioning.
Conditioning my boots. Very good. So that means you put something on your boots, like some kind of wax or oil, so they'll be more water resistant. His habits interfered with the daily something of the business.
Tin.
The daily routine of the business. Very good. Difficult times test our something, but we will make it through this.
Endurance.
Endurance. Very good. The restaurant's something derives as much from its fabulous view as from its cuisine.
Fame.
Fame. Very good. He has to himself to work more effectively.
Discipline.
Discipline, and we're using it as a verb there again. Their mother's something of the hardships in her life was something her adult children could only wonder at.
Discipline.
Not discipline. So she's made it through the hardships, the difficult times in her life.
Endurance.
Endurance. Very good. Great physical something is needed to run a marathon.
Endurance.
It could be endurance, yep. It could also be conditioning. It could be either, to be fair. It could also be discipline, maybe. Great discipline rather than great physical discipline. Great physical conditioning, great physical endurance. It could be either one. She doesn't seek something. She would prefer to do her good deeds anonymously. So that means nobody knows her name. So what is it she doesn't want? What is it she doesn't seek?
Fame.
Fame.
She doesn't seek fame. Very good. The nightclub gained its as a hot spot when certain rock stars began to frequent it.
Intense.
No, you can use the same words more than once. So big clue there.
Tactics.
No. There's seven words and 8 options. So one of these words is going to be used 2 times.
Fame.
Fame, yep, well done. You need to have special something for mountain climbing.
Equipment.
Equipment, yep. He's himself for the upcoming race.
Reflect.
Not reflect. So we want a conditioning is right, yeah. We wanted a continuous verb. Their faces showed an hatred.
Intense.
Intense hatred. Yep, very good. He wrote well, but he lacked the to write professionally.
Fame.
Not the fame to write professionally. What they're saying is he didn't have, sorry,
Tactics.
not the tactics. He couldn't write professionally because he couldn't just sit down and write every day.
Conditioning.
Not conditioning.
Discipline.
Discipline, yep. Needed the discipline to sit down and do it every day. She needed time before making such an important decision.
Tactics.
No.
Intense.
No.
Reflect.
Reflect, yep. So you need to think, reflect, ponder, consider before making such an important decision. And then finally, his for getting a raise were good.
Conditioning.
Nope.
Tactics.
Tactics, yeah. So he has some ideas, plans. His tactics for getting a raise were good. Great, great work there, guys. Now, there's many other games you can do, of course, right here. So if you want to learn that vocabulary a bit more strongly or in a different way, there's lots of things you can do like crosswords, spelling games, and matching activities, and so on. But right now, I think we've done 3 games, which I think should have us well versed in what these words mean. So let's go through the questions and see what we can remember. So where did gladiators typically wake up in the morning? Was it in their quarters within or near the training school called the Ludus? In their quarters within or near the training school called the Colosseum? Or on a straw bed outside under a small canopy?
I think it's A.
It is A. Yep, it's in their quarters within or near the training school, and the training school was called the Ludus. Very good. And you can get a further explanation of that using AI if you wish. So let's push forward. What type of food did gladiators commonly eat for breakfast? Was it avocado on toast, Cheerios, Cocoa Puffs, or Shreddies, bread, porridge, or fruit, or lean meat, tomatoes, and milk?
Bread, produce, or fruit.
That's right, bread, porridge, or fruit, because we need things like porridge, which has complex carbohydrates, which improve our endurance. So again, you can explain that further if you want more of an explanation using the AI. What activities constituted the core of a gladiator's day, the main part of a gladiator's day? Was it basic hygiene, such as brushing teeth, showering, and flossing, going for a walk, drinking coffee, and eating a light meal, or rigorous training, including weapons practice, swordsmanship, spear throwing, and grappling?
Rigorous training, including
Yes, it's rigorous training, including all of the aforementioned things. Who supervised the gladiators during their training sessions? Was it the Lannister, the Emperor, or nobody at all?
Nobody.
It was somebody.
Leicester.
Yes, they were called the Lannister. Yep. Very good. What kinds of foods were commonly included in a gladiator's meal after training? Low protein foods like corn, tomatoes, bread, and sometimes cheese or snacks when available. High protein foods like beans, lentils, bread, and sometimes meat or fish when available. Or high calcium foods like milk, cheese, and sometimes grains or cream when available.
High protein foods.
It was high protein foods, very good, like beans and lentils or meat and fish if it was available. Besides physical training, what additional skills might gladiators learn on certain days? Was it climbing, swimming, and guerrilla tactics? Learning to use specific weapons or tactics for upcoming matches? Reading, writing, and drawing?
Learning to use specific weapons.
Yes. So it was learning to use specific weapons like spears, nets, tridents, or tactics for upcoming matches. So ways to defeat your enemy. How did gladiators maintain their equipment? So did they dull their swords, break their armor, and dirty their gear? Sharpen their minds, repair their clothes, and clean their gear? Or sharpened swords, repaired armor, and cleaned their gear?
They sharpen sword, repair more, and clean the gear.
Exactly. Very good. What activities did gladiators engage in during their limited free time? Was it socializing, sharing stories, resting, and reflecting on their progress and strategies? Playing video games, sharing food, reading, and reflecting on their progress and strategies? Was it socializing, sharing stories, resting, and doing their homework?
Socializing, sharing story, resting, and reflecting on their progress and strategies.
That's right, yeah. So you can tell quite quickly, playing video games, they didn't have video games in ancient Rome. Homework, as far as I know, gladiators didn't have to do their homework because they weren't studying so much. They were studying the martial arts as opposed to academic arts. Who could gladiators sometimes access for injuries sustained during training? Was it a doctor or apothecary, a healer or a medic, a priest or a witch doctor?
Healer or medic.
A witch doctor.
A witch? Oh, we've got so two choices: a healer or a medic, a doctor or apothecary, or a priest or a witch doctor. Let's have a look at healer or medic. Healer or medic is the right one. How did the routine change on days when a gladiator was scheduled to fight? Is it the focus shifted to physical preparation, reviewing plans, and repairing equipment? The focus shifted to resting, preparing for combat, and cleaning equipment? Or the focus shifted to mental preparation, reviewing tactics, and maintaining combat readiness?
The focus shifted to mental preparation.
That's right, yep. It was about mental preparation, preparing yourself in the mind. So great job, guys. Well done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to practice conversational skills by using this little AI function here, which is basically a Roman gladiator. So we can talk to a Roman gladiator, okay? So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to come up with each of us 3 questions to ask the Roman gladiator, and then we'll see what responses we get, okay? So I'll give you a few minutes to write down some questions, okay? Okay, so we've had some time to write down some questions for our gladiator. So we've got 9 questions. Let's start with question 1, which is, how do you mentally prepare for a fight in the Colosseum? So let's see what our gladiator says. Okay, so, wow, quite a long answer. The roar of the crowd, the scent of sweat, sand and sweat, the thrill of battle. I am a Roman gladiator, a warrior of the arena. As I stand before the gates of the Colosseum, I focus my mind and steel myself for the fight ahead. My name is Marcus, and I am a Murmillo, a gladiator of the mighty sword and shield. I have trained tirelessly, honing my skills with gladius and scutum, perfecting my technique in the ludus, the gladiatorial school. But mental preparation is just as crucial as physical prowess. I begin by clearing my mind, letting go of distractions and doubts. I visualize my fight, imagining my opponent's strengths and weaknesses. I see myself victorious, my sword slicing through the air, my shield deflecting every blow. I feel the rush of adrenaline, the surge of confidence that comes with knowing I am a skilled fighter. I offer a silent prayer to Mars, the god of war, asking for his favor and protection. I invoke the spirits of my ancestors, seeking their guidance and strength. I am not just fighting for myself, but for my familia, my fellow gladiators, and the glory of Rome. As I walk into the arena, the roar of the crowd becomes a deafening din. I focus on the sound of my own breathing, the pounding of my heart. I am a warrior, an instrument of war, and I will not be swayed by the whims of the crowd. I glance at my opponent, sizing him up, searching for any weakness. I am a student of the game, always adapting, always improvising. I will use every trick, every tactic to emerge victorious. And yet I am also aware of my own mortality. I may not leave the arena alive, but if that is my fate, I will die with honor. My sword in hand, my shield on my arm. For a gladiator, there is no greater glory than to die in the service of Rome, in the pursuit of victory. I take a deep breath, feeling the weight of my armor, the grip of my sword. I am ready. I am a Roman gladiator, and I will not be defeated. So there we go. We've got an answer there. So let's try question number 2. How strict is the discipline of the Lannister who train you? So, all right. The discipline of the Lannister. It is harsh, and it is a harsh and unyielding regime, one that forges a warrior from the very depths of his being. Our Lannister, the master of the Ludus, is a man named Gaius. He is a seasoned gladiator, a veteran of countless battles, and his experience is etched on his face like the scars on my own body. Gaius is a hard man, unforgiving and demanding. He pushes us to our limits, testing our endurance, our strength, and our will to survive. The training regimen is brutal. We rise before the sun for a series of rigorous exercises, running, jumping, and strength training. We practice with wooden swords. Our movements choreographed to perfection, our strikes precise and deadly. The Lannister watches our every move, correcting our technique, punishing our mistakes. A mistake in the arena can be fatal, and Gaius drills this into us every day. He is merciless but fair. He knows that a gladiator's life is short and that our time in the arena is fleeting. He pushes us to be better, to be faster, to be stronger for our own survival. The discipline is strict, with rules that govern every aspect of our lives. We are forbidden from leaving the ludus without permission, and any transgression is punished severely. A gladiator who disobeys the rules may be subjected to flogging or worse, forced to fight with a disadvantage, such as a shorter sword or a heavier shield. But it is not all punishment and pain. The Lannister also teaches us the value of discipline, of control, of strategy. He shows us how to read our opponents, how to anticipate their moves, and how to exploit their weaknesses. He instills in us a sense of pride and loyalty to ourselves, to our fellow gladiators, and to the ludus. In the end, it is this discipline that will keep me alive in the arena. It is the knowledge that I have been trained by the best, that I have been tested and proven, that gives me the confidence to face any opponent, no matter how formidable. Okay, very good. So let's ask another question. What would happen if you don't do what the Lannister tell you to do? So let's see. The wrath of the Lannister. It is a fate worse than death itself. If you do not do what the Lannister tell you to do, you will suffer the consequences. And I speak from experience. I once disobeyed Gaius, our Lannister, by refusing to practice a new technique he was trying to teach me. I thought I knew better, that I was superior. Gaius was furious. He summoned the Scorparius, the whipmaster, and had me flogged in front of the entire ludus. The pain was excruciating, the humiliation even worse. I was forced to endure the lashes, my back ripped open, my dignity shattered. But that was not the end of it. Gaius also docked my pay, reducing my already meager earnings. And to make matters worse, he paired me with a more experienced gladiator for a training session, a man who was determined to teach me a lesson. The Lannister have absolute authority over us gladiators. They can do as they please, and we must obey without question. If you disobey, you risk not only punishment, but also damage to your reputation and your chances of survival in the arena. In extreme cases, a gladiator who disobeys the Lannister may be forced to fight in a munus, a special exhibition match where the odds are stacked against him. This can be a fight to the death, with the gladiator facing a more skilled or better armed opponent. And then, of course, there is the ultimate punishment, sale to a Lannister known for his cruelty and ruthlessness. A gladiator who disobeys may be sold to a ludus where the conditions are brutal, the training is merciless, and the chances of survival are slim. So I do what the Lannister tell me to do. I obey without question, and I pray that I will emerge victorious in the arena, and that one day I will earn my freedom. For a gladiator, there is no other way to survive. Wow, okay. Let's try this question. How do you maintain your equipment? So, try that one. How do you maintain your equipment? Let's see if that one loads. Hold on. Oh, nope, it's making us log in. Okay. So we'll come back to that later once I've logged into that. So you can play around with that if you like, and talk to the gladiator, of course, and ask some questions. Meanwhile, what we're going to do is push on to the next section. It's very useful, that AI there, just to sort of discuss different things that you might be interested in when you're working through the course. It's very good for practicing conversation, especially written conversation, and it can be very useful as well when you just want to find out a bit more information about something that you're studying. You can go through a little AI chat box like that, and it can be very good for role playing out certain scenarios, or just finding out a bit more information from somebody who, of course, it's simulated, but from somebody who is a simulated version of what is really that, which I think is very enjoyable and very fun. So we're going to watch another video now. This is the complete history of the Roman Empire. Okay, so it's 12 minutes long. We have a transcript and a vocabulary bank to go through, and we'll go through those shortly. We'll watch the video now from the beginning.
Welcome to our journey through.
Just make sure that the quality is good. Turn the quality up a little bit. Okay.
Welcome to our journey through the fascinating history of the Roman Empire, a civilization that shaped the course of Western history for centuries. In this video, we will delve into the rise, peak, and eventual fall of one of the most powerful empires the world has ever seen. The Roman Empire, established in 27 BC and lasting for over 500 years, left an indelible mark on the world through its advancements in governance, engineering, art, and culture. Understanding the history of the Roman Empire is crucial in comprehending the foundations of modern society and governance systems. Today, as we navigate a complex global landscape, the lessons from Roman history remain relevant. By exploring the triumphs and challenges faced by the Romans, we can gain insights into issues of power, leadership, and societal dynamics that continue to shape our world. Throughout this video, we will uncover the stories of legendary figures such as Julius Caesar, Augustus, and Cleopatra, as well as pivotal events like the Punic Wars, the rise of Christianity, and the eventual fall of the empire. Join us as we unravel the mysteries and marvels of the Roman Empire, a civilization that continues to captivate and inspire us to this day. Founding of Rome, unraveling the legendary origins and establishment of the Roman kingdom. The founding of Rome is steeped in myth and legend, with one of the most famous tales being that of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf who went on to establish the city of Rome. This mythical origin story symbolizes the blending of indigenous Latin and Sabine cultures that laid the foundation for the Roman civilization. From its humble beginnings as a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River, Rome grew into a powerful kingdom under the rule of legendary kings such as Romulus, Numa Pompilius, and Tarquin the Proud. However, the monarchy eventually gave way to a more democratic form of governance with the establishment of the Roman Republic in 509 BC. The transition to a republic marked a significant shift in Roman politics, with power being shared among elected officials known as consuls, senators, and tribunes. This period saw the rise of influential figures like Julius Caesar, a brilliant military strategist and politician who played a pivotal role in the downfall of the Republic, and Augustus, who became the first emperor of Rome and ushered in a new era of imperial rule. Roman Republic, unveiling the political structure, expansion, and conflicts of an era. During the Roman Republic era, the political landscape was defined by a complex system of governance that balanced power between various institutions. At the heart of this system was the Roman Senate, a council of elders who advised on matters of state and played a crucial role in shaping Roman policy. The two annually elected consuls served as the highest-ranking officials in the Republic, wielding executive authority and leading the Roman legions in times of war. One of the most defining periods of the Roman Republic was the series of conflicts known as the Punic Wars, fought against the powerful city-state of Carthage. These wars, spanning over a century, resulted in Rome's territorial expansion across the Mediterranean and solidified its status as a dominant force in the ancient world. Amidst these tumultuous times, military leaders like Scipio Africanus and Marius emerged as key figures in Roman history. Scipio Africanus, known for his strategic brilliance and victory over Carthage in the Second Punic War, expanded Rome's influence in Spain and Africa. Marius, a populist general, reformed the Roman army and played a significant role in the social war and the conflict between Marius and Sulla. Julio-Claudian dynasty, unveiling the reigns of emperors from Augustus to Nero. The Julio-Claudian dynasty marked a pivotal period in Roman history, characterized by a succession of emperors who left a lasting impact on the empire. Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, ushered in an era of relative peace and stability known as the Pax Romana. His reign saw significant architectural projects, such as the rebuilding of Rome, and cultural developments that laid the foundation for the flourishing of Roman art and literature. Tiberius succeeded Augustus and faced challenges in maintaining the empire's prosperity. His rule was marked by political intrigues and power struggles within the imperial family, leading to a climate of suspicion and fear. Caligula, infamous for his erratic behavior and cruelty, further destabilized the empire with his tyrannical rule and extravagant projects. Claudius, often underestimated for his physical disabilities, proved to be a capable emperor, overseeing the conquest of Britain and implementing important legal reforms. Nero, the last emperor of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, is remembered for his extravagance, persecution of Christians, and the Great Fire of Rome, Pax Romana, embracing peace and prosperity in the Roman Empire. The Pax Romana, or Roman peace, was a period of relative tranquility and stability that spanned approximately 2 centuries during the height of the Roman Empire. This era characterized by minimal internal strife and limited external conflicts, allowed for economic prosperity and cultural flourishing to thrive across the vast expanse of the empire. Under the Pax Romana, the Roman Empire experienced a period of unprecedented economic growth, facilitated by extensive trade networks, efficient infrastructure, and a common currency system. This prosperity led to the development of vibrant urban centers, flourishing markets, and a thriving artistic and intellectual culture that left a lasting impact on Western civilization. Emperors such as Trajan and Hadrian played significant roles in shaping the empire during this period. Trajan's military conquests expanded the empire to its greatest territorial extent, while Hadrian focused on consolidating these gains through infrastructure projects, like the construction of the famous Hadrian's Wall in Britain. The Pax Romana also witnessed advancements in law and governance, with the implementation of standardized legal codes, improved administrative systems, and the establishment of public works projects that enhanced the quality of life for Roman citizens. The crisis of the 3rd century marked a tumultuous period in Roman history, characterized by political instability, economic turmoil, and relentless invasions that threatened the very fabric of the empire. Succession crises plagued the empire as emperors rose and fell in rapid succession, often through military coups and assassinations, leading to a lack of stability and effective governance. External threats posed significant challenges to the Roman Empire during this time, with invasions by barbarian tribes such as the Goths and conflicts with the powerful Sassanid Empire in the east. These incursions strained the empire's resources and military capabilities, further exacerbating its vulnerabilities. In response to these crises, several reforms were attempted to address the empire's weaknesses. Emperors sought to stabilize the economy through currency reforms and price controls, while military reforms aimed to strengthen the Roman legions and fortify the empire's borders against external threats. Division of the empire, unveiling the split between the Western and Eastern Roman empires. The division of the Roman Empire into the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, marked a significant turning point in Roman history. The administrative and cultural differences between the two halves of the empire became increasingly pronounced as they evolved along separate paths. The split was driven by a combination of political, economic, and military factors. The Western Roman Empire faced challenges such as internal strife, invasions by barbarian tribes, and economic decline, leading to its eventual collapse in 476 AD. In contrast, the Eastern Roman Empire, with its capital in Constantinople, thrived as a center of trade, culture, and learning, enduring for nearly 1,000 years beyond the fall of the West. Key emperors and events played pivotal roles in shaping the division of the empire. Emperors like Diocletian and Constantine the Great implemented administrative reforms that laid the groundwork for the division, while the Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD further solidified the theological and cultural differences between the Western and Eastern churches. Fall of the Western Roman Empire, unraveling the factors behind the empire's collapse. The fall of the Western Roman Empire was a culmination of various factors that contributed to its decline and eventual collapse. Invasions by barbarian tribes, economic decline, internal strife, political corruption, and administrative inefficiency all played significant roles in the empire's downfall. One of the most iconic events that symbolized the weakening of the Western Roman Empire was the sack of Rome by the Visigoths in 410 AD. This devastating event, along with subsequent invasions by Vandals, Ostrogoths, and other tribes, further destabilized the empire and eroded its power and influence. Political corruption and administrative inefficiency plagued the empire, leading to a breakdown in governance and a loss of public trust in the ruling authorities. The inability to effectively manage internal affairs and external threats exacerbated the empire's vulnerabilities and hastened its decline. Despite its collapse, the Western Roman Empire left a lasting legacy on European history. Its legal system, language, architecture, and cultural traditions continued to influence the development of Western civilization for centuries to come, shaping the foundations of modern Europe. Byzantine Empire, embracing the legacy of the Eastern Roman Empire. The Byzantine Empire, the continuation of the Eastern Roman Empire, emerged as a distinct and enduring civilization that preserved and transformed many aspects of Roman traditions and culture. Despite the division of the empire, the Byzantines maintained a strong connection to their Roman roots, embracing classical art, literature, and legal systems while incorporating Greek influences into their society. Emperors like Justinian and his formidable wife Theodora left a lasting impact on the Byzantine Empire. Justinian's reign was marked by ambitious military campaigns, legal reforms, and the construction of the magnificent Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. Theodora, known for her intelligence and political acumen, played a significant role in shaping imperial policy and advocating for the rights of women and marginalized groups. The Byzantine Empire also made significant contributions to religious and artistic developments. The spread of Orthodox Christianity as the state religion influenced all aspects of Byzantine life, from politics to art and architecture. Iconography, mosaics, and religious texts flourished, creating a rich artistic tradition that continues to inspire artists to this day. Conclusion. Reflecting on the rich tapestry of the Roman Empire's history. As we conclude our exploration of the entire history of the Roman Empire, we have journeyed through a rich tapestry of events and eras that shaped one of the greatest civilizations in human history. From the legendary founding of Rome to the heights of the Roman Republic, the challenges of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, the stability of the Pax Romana, and the eventual decline and division of the empire, each period has left an indelible mark on the world. The Roman Empire's legacy endures in numerous aspects of modern society, from governance and law to architecture, language, and culture. Its influence can be seen in the foundations of Western civilization, shaping political systems, artistic traditions, and philosophical thought for centuries to come.
Okay, so guys, we've got a transcript to read through now, which is the entire history of the Roman Empire. So we can see this transcript right here with various words pulled up, which will be defined on the next section, which is the vocabulary bank. So here we have the transcript, and we'll have a look through that a little bit later. What I'd like to do first, though, is have a look at the vocabulary bank, so we can see various words to learn, which can help us to understand the text a little bit better. Okay. So just bear with me one moment while I get these words ready. Okay. Right, so I put the words in the chat box for you there. Let's go through some games now. So let's start with a simple game of tic-tac-toe. Okay. So let's start by choosing a square. So just to make this a bit simpler, let's have squares A, B, and C. And then we'll have squares 1, 2, and 3. So let's bring that one up a little bit. Okay, so let's start by choosing a square. Can someone choose a square for me? Like A1 or B2 or C3 or any of the squares?
I choose A1.
Great choice, A1. Okay, so this is, and we've got to be quick, the act, process, manner, or power of exercising authority and control, government. What could the word be? Quickly. Come on, guys. Oh, too late. Okay, we didn't get that one. Let's try another word. Sorry, another square. So which square should we choose?
B2.
B2, okay. Anything that is passed down or received from ancestors or from people who have come before.
Legacy.
Legacy is the word. Well done. Okay, so we got that square. Let's choose another one.
B1.
B1, okay. A story, theme, or personage that may or may not be factual, preserved in oral or written form as an embodiment of a people's ideals and accepted truths. So this is it's a myth. Yeah, a myth. A story that may or may not be true, usually related to the folklore or culture of a country. Very good. Choose another square, guys.
B3.
B3, okay. To strengthen or secure, make solid or stable.
Legacy.
Consolidate.
Consolidate, very good. And you can see the word solid in there, which means to bring everything together and make it safe and secure and bring it all together. Great job. Okay, let's try another game. Choose a square.
B1.
B1, okay. Having meaning, meaningful.
Significant.
Significant, well done. Choose another one.
B2.
B2, an enduring result of a past event.
Legacy.
A legacy, very good. All right, choose another square.
B3.
B3, a succession lasting several generations of rulers from the same family or group.
Dynasty.
Dynasty or dynasty, yep, very good. That's almost like a family lineage of rulers, very good. Let's try another one. Choose a square.
C1.
A1 or C1? Did you say C1?
Yes.
C1. The improvement of wrong or bad conditions, especially by political means. So making things better politically.
Form.
Pivotal.
It's not pivotal, it's reform. Reform. When we reform things, we make things better. Choose a square.
C2.
C2. To be a symbol of.
Symbolize.
To symbolize, to show something in a symbolic way. Next one.
C3.
C3. Grow weaker or diminish gradually.
Fine.
Decline. Very good. Yep, well done. Good job, guys. Okay, choose another square.
B1.
C1, okay. Critically important or crucial on which something is contingent. So it's pivotal, soft eye there. Pivotal. Yep, very good. Choose another square.
C2.
C2, okay. Making or leaving a permanent mark.
Indelible.
Indelible is right. Well done. So something that leaves a permanent mark. Very good. Choose another square.
C3.
C3. Okay, good. To combine into a whole or mass. To unify.
Legacy.
It's not legacy.
Consolidate.
Consolidate. Yep. To make one thing solid. Yep. Very good, guys. Good job. All right. Let's try another one. Choose a square.
A1.
A1. Good. Not prideful or pretentious. Modest.
Humble.
Humble. Very good. Choose another square.
A2.
A2. Okay. Incapable of being removed or obliterated. Permanent. Something that won't go away.
Indelible.
Indelible. Very good.
Indelible.
Choose another square.
A3.
A3. The state of being vulnerable, a weakness.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability, very good. All right, good job, guys. All right, choose a square.
B1.
A1. Anything contributed or created by someone who is no longer living or active and which continues to be of influence or impact.
Might.
Not a myth, no.
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. What is left after you die? Right, very good. Choose another square.
A2.
A2. Movement downwards.
Decline.
Decline, very good. Choose another square.
A3.
A3, very good. An act of entering into the territory of others with the intention of overtaking. An act or an invasion. Well done. Spectacular, guys. We're really good. Okay, choose another square.
C1.
C1, good. A story or body of stories based on tradition or legend originating in the oral history of a pre-literate society and incorporating its beliefs about the origins of the world. It's a myth. Yep, very good. Choose another square.
B1.
B1, okay. To become unified or strengthened.
Dynasty.
Consolidate. Very good. Consolidate. Choose another square.
A1.
A1, okay. Having consequence or import. Important.
Significant.
Significant. Very good. Doing really well, guys. Great job. Okay, fantastic. See that? We did really, really well there. Okay, let's try a different game. Okay. Let's try a crossword this time. And we'll take away those annotations on the board. Okay. So, first of all, we have one across. And this is movement downward. What could that be?
Decline.
Decline. Great. Let's try 2 down. Making or leaving a permanent mark.
Indelible.
Oh, got to go down the right way. Indelible. Well done. Let's try 3 across. Not prideful or pretentious, modest.
Humble.
Humble. Well done. Humble. Great. Let's try 4 across. To be a symbol of. To represent something. Yep, is to symbolize. Great. Let's try 5 down. An act of entering into the territory of others with the intention of overtaking.
Invasion.
Invasion. Very good. 8 across. Let's try 8 across. To become unified or strengthened. To become...
Indelible.
No. Indelible is more like being permanent. This is more about bringing everything together into one solid group.
Consolidate.
That's great. Consolidate. Fantastic. 6 across. Let's try it. Incapable of being removed or obliterated. Permanent.
Legacy.
Not legacy. It's one we've already had in this crossword.
Invasion.
Not invasion. Let's try 7 down to see if we can help us find it. A succession lasting several generations of rulers from the same family or group.
Dynasty.
Dynasty. Well done. Very good. Now let's see if that helps us. So we've got 6 across, something D, and it means incapable of being removed or obliterated.
Indelible.
Indelible. Well done. Indelible. Great job. Let's try 13 across now. So this is the state of being vulnerable.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability is right. The state of being weak or having a weakness. Let's try 14 down. So 14 down, an enduring result of a past event.
Legacy.
Legacy. Fantastic. Great job. Let's try 16 across. The act, process, manner, or power of exercising authority and control.
Governance.
Governance is right. Well done. Let's try 18 across. To strengthen or secure, to make solid or stable.
Consolidate.
Consolidate. Very good. 17 down. The improvement of wrong or bad conditions, especially by political means.
Decline.
Not decline. Decline means to go down.
Legacy.
Not legacy, no. Think about the definition rather than the letters. So, reform. Yep, very good. All right, let's try 20 across.
Myth.
It's myth. Well done. Yep. So stories based on tradition or legend. 11 down. Critically important or crucial.
Invasion.
Not invasion. So think about the definition rather than where the letters are. But something that is so important that if this doesn't happen, then all the rest of it won't happen either.
Pivotal.
Pivotal. Very good. Pivotal. Like this. Great. 10 down. Anything that is passed down or received from ancestors or from people who have come before. What do we think?
Legacy.
Legacy. Very good. 9 down. To grow weaker or diminish gradually.
Decline.
Decline. Well done. 12 down. Anything contributed or created by someone who is no longer living and active, which continues to be of influence or impact. We're talking about something that ancestors leave behind, something abstract.
Pivotal.
No, not pivotal. Think about the thing that is left behind, the stories that are left behind.
Legacy.
Legacy, very good. Okay, let's try 15 down. Having meaning, meaningful.
Significant.
Significant, very good. Let's try this one now. 15 across, having consequence or import, something that's important.
Significant.
Significant again. Very good. 21 across, combine into a whole or mass, unify.
Consolidate.
Consolidate. Very good. And then 19 down. A story, theme, or personage that may or may not be factual, preserved in oral or written form as an embodiment of a people's ideals and accepted truths.
Myth.
It's a myth. Very good. Great job, guys. Well done. So there we go. We've got all of our words there, and we've learned them very, very well. Let's move back. Okay. All right. Let's try let's try the matching fill in the blank. Let's try. So fill in the blank. We're going to try to use these in the correct place. Okay. So the German something of Poland took place in 1939.
Myth.
Not myth. So Germany went into Poland without Poland's permission. They were not
Legacy.
wanted. Sorry?
Legacy.
Not legacy. This is talking about the beginning of World War II, where Germany, the German army, went into Poland, and they were not supposed to be there. They were not allowed there.
Indelible.
No, it's not indelible.
Invasion.
Invasion. Very good. The invasion, because the German army went into Poland and they were not allowed to go in there. They were not welcomed by Poland. It was invasion. According to the Greek something, Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gave it to man.
Myth.
That's a Greek myth. Very good. But Prometheus, a very old Greek myth about somebody called Prometheus who stole fire and gave it to the humans and was punished by the gods afterwards. Something ink. So ink is what is in pens, of course.
Indelible.
Indelible ink. So this is ink you cannot remove. Permanent ink. Very good. It was a small but something victory as it gave the troops the confidence they needed to battle on.
Invasion.
Significant.
Say that again, sorry.
Significant.
It could indeed be significant. And there's another word you could use. It's not actually up here, but there is another word that could work too. Any idea what that word could be? It's not one of the words you can see on screen. Begins with a P. You could also use the word pivotal, a pivotal victory, because pivotal means that a pivotal victory in a war is the difference between winning the war and losing the war. So an individual battle could be pivotal. So, for example, the Battle of Stalingrad, which was a battle between Germany and the USSR in World War II, the Soviet Union, was a pivotal battle because when the USSR won, it meant that Germany were going to lose the war, and they did lose the war after that. Next, her position as leader.
Consolidated.
Very good. Consolidated her position as leader. So she put all her power together. She got together everybody who supported her and set herself up as the leader. Next, the large number of orphans is a something of the war.
Invasion.
Not an invasion. So first of all, we would say an invasion because it's a vowel sound. But this is not related to, this is not an invasion. So orphans are children that don't have a mum and a dad. A mum or a dad.
Vulnerability.
Is a what?
Vulnerability.
No, it's not a vulnerability of the war. We're talking about something that is a reminder of the war having happened.
Decline.
No, it's not decline. It's something that's very sad because basically what it's saying is the war killed lots of people and that led to lots of children not having parents because their parents had died. And then after the war ended, what we have is lots of orphans.
Indelible.
No, it's not indelible. This is
Funny.
what we need is a noun, okay?
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. It's a legacy of the war. It's what's left over after the war is lots of children without parents. So it's a very sad sentence, isn't it? It was a beautiful house, but I worried about its two hurricanes.
Consolidating.
Consolidating.
No. So hurricanes are natural disasters, huge amounts of wind blowing a house down. So even though the house is very beautiful, it's very weak because a hurricane could knock it down.
Decline.
So what are we talking? Not decline. When we're talking
Declining.
about the weakness of something.
Declining.
No, not declining. We're talking about weakness.
Vulnerability.
That's the one. Vulnerability to hurricanes. Oh, clicked on the wrong one. The vulnerability to hurricanes. Very good. The union leaders are something, several small unions.
Significant.
No. So what they're doing is they're taking many, many small unions and putting them together into one big union.
Declining.
No. What do we do when we take lots of things that are far apart, put them together into one solid group?
Consolidating.
That's the one, consolidating. We use the continuous verb there. My father's health is something and he can no longer live alone.
Decline.
Declining. Very good. This chart shows the something in profits over the last 6 months. So profits have gone down.
Decline.
Decline in profits over the last 6 months. Very good. Next up, the two businesses have done well since they joined together.
Consolidated.
Consolidated. Very good. There are various surrounding King Arthur.
Humble.
Not humble.
Myth.
King Arthur myths. Yeah, well done. King Arthur is a mythical king of the Britons. Probably didn't really exist. His fortune has, in recent years, declined in recent years. Very good. He was the son of the famed assassin, and his father's something haunted him all his life.
Indelible.
Not indelible. Indelible is an adjective. We need a noun. Not vulnerability. So he was the son of a famed assassin. So an assassin is someone who kills people for money.
Legacy.
So legacy, yeah. So his father's legacy as a murderer haunted him his whole life. So it was hard to for people to forget. This esteemed university is the great of its enlightened founder.
Legacy.
is the great legacy of its enlightened founder. Well done. These beloved traditions are part of our cultural what?
Myths.
Not myths.
Consolidated.
Nope.
Legacy.
Legacy again, yeah. She hid her something by pretending not to care what people said about her.
Humble.
Not humble. Humble is something you are.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability, yep. So she didn't want people to know she did care about what people said, so she pretended she didn't. Although he was rich and powerful, he remained a man.
Humble.
A humble man. Very good. The fact that the window was open was not to us at first.
Consolidated.
No. So this is sort of like not important. The fact that the window was open was not important.
Significant.
Significant.
Significant to us at first. Very good. He was still tortured by memories of the war.
Indelible.
Indelible memories. Memories he can't forget. Right, very good. Let's try these last three now. The last to rule over all of China, was the Qing dynasty, whose emperors ruled from 1644 until 1912.
Dynasty.
The last dynasty, or dynasty. The introduction of the term rock and roll, is part of famous disc jockey Alan Freed.
Pivotal.
Not pivotal.
Legacy.
The legacy, yep, very good. The thing that he had left behind is this term, rock and roll. The role that he played in the negotiations was...
Significant.
Yes, but pivotal is better. So it could be significant, but pivotal, because pivotal means that if it wasn't for the negotiations, then it wouldn't have worked. So it says here, little would have been achieved. So it was pivotal that he played this role in the negotiations. Other than price, there is no difference between these products.
Significant.
Significant difference. Fantastic. All right, that's really good, you guys. You're doing really, really well. Now, obviously, there are lots of other games that you can play on here to learn some more of the vocabulary. Okay, so if you do want to learn a bit more, then you can do it that way. We'll finish the lesson there, and we'll continue with that in another lesson. Okay. So before we stop, is there anything else that I can help you with? Anything I can go over with you at all?
I think no.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we'll finish there then. And thank you for joining the lesson today. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now then. Take care.
Teacher.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, guys. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Okay, guys. So we'll start today's lesson with with a vocabulary game. Okay. So you can see the vocabulary bank which is in the chat box. You'll be able to see that just in the chat box there. So have a look through the 15 words that you can see, and we're going to see if we can work out which word of the 3 listed here is the correct one. So first of all, this word is a noun, and a related word is fire. Does anyone have any idea what this word could be? Is it severe, attraction, or illumination? Not sure? Let's have a clue. So another similar word, is light. So light. Does that help at all? So we've got illumination, attraction, and severe. Let's try another clue, shall we? Okay. So an antonym, an opposite word, is ignorance. And let's try the last one. Okay, the definition here, the act of illuminating or the state of being illuminated. So some big clues there. Any ideas, guys? What word we're looking at here? Just say the word that you think. Don't worry if you get things wrong. It's okay just to try and have a guess. Or if you are a bit shy of talking, just write the word in the chat box. Any ideas, you guys? Okay, we've got one word in the chat box from Chi, and that's the word illumination. Yeah, so illumination is the act of illuminating or being illuminated, basically lighting something up. It also has a more abstract definition, the opposite of ignorance. So essentially knowledge. Well done, you guys. Let's try another one. So next we have a noun. This is an arena or stadium consisting of tiers of seats rising outward, forming an open central area used for performances, contests, and the like. So this is like a kind of very much like a stadium in that the seats sort of start on the ground close together and then they get wider and wider in the circumference. Yep, well done, guys. That's amphitheater. And we can see an image of an amphitheater right here, which is actually related to today's lesson. Next, we have a noun. We have a related word there, but I don't think that's going to help much. So a similar word here is background, which is a major clue there. Background. So we're talking about something that goes behind. Yep, the word is backdrop, very similar word. A curtain at the rear of a stage setting upon which are painted elements of the setting, such as windows, furniture, the sky, or the like, often used in theatre. Next, we have a noun, and the example is magnetic is a powerful force. So we're talking about the ability to draw something in, to pull something towards itself. Yes, well done. The word is attraction. Good job. And the opposite word is repulsion. So push something away. Very good. Next, we have a noun, and a related word is artisan. So an artisan is someone who's very, very good at what they do, usually a manual physical skill, usually one where you create something. Yep, we've got craftsman. So a man, or rather a person who practices a craft or skilled trade. Very good. All right, well done, guys. Now we're going to buy some powers to just make the game a little easier. We have an adjective here, and a related word is delectable. So when we describe something as delectable, we're usually talking about food that we really like, really delicious food. So what kind of adjective here could that possibly match up with? Only one of these words is an adjective, so that's a major clue. Which word could it be? Yes, well done. It's enjoyable. And some similar words are pleasing or entertaining. Very good. Next, we have a noun, and a similar word is captive. So a captive is someone who is basically restrained against their will. It's a prisoner. Well done. Somebody who is held under close guard or restraint, especially while on trial for a criminal offense, after conviction of a crime, or as an enemy during wartime. Very good. So the example there is the captive in handcuffs was marched into the room. Next, we have a transitive verb, and a related word is maintain. So when we maintain something, we sort of keep it going, keep it working, keep it operable, keep it alive. And the word is, yes, well done, preserve. A similar word is to conserve. And the definition here is to protect from injury, harm, or mishap. Very good. So the example, using this polish will help preserve the wood. Very good. All right, next we have a noun. And the example here is the troops engaged in heavy that day. So what could that mean? The troops engaged in heavy something that day. Combat is right. Yep, combat, fighting, conflict. And the definition here is fighting as between warring opponents. Very good. All right, let's proceed. Next, we have a noun, and a related word is belligerent. Now, belligerent can also be used as an adjective, but in this case, we're talking about a belligerent, as in somebody who is fighting on one side of a war. Let's take a couple away. So we've got the word gladiator or the word complete. So I'm going to tell you guys it's the word gladiator. So a gladiator was a man in ancient Rome who fought, sometimes to the death, not often actually, but sometimes to the death, and usually under compulsion for the amusement of an audience. Okay. All right. Let's take one more reveal. Let's have a look at this next word. It's an adjective. A mechanic needs a something set of auto wrenches. A mechanic needs a something set of auto wrenches. So what we need here is an adjective to talk about something being full. Not amphitheater. Let's have some clues. So a similar word would be all. A synonym would be whole. And the definition, lacking no necessary elements or parts. So when something is complete, well done.